If you've been with us during the season of Lent, then you know we've been following Jesus. We've followed him all over the biblical text, from the Jordan River to dinner, to the storm on the Sea of Galilee, and even to the mountain. Last night at Maundy Thursday, we followed Jesus to the Garden of Gethsemane. And today on Good Friday, we follow Jesus to the cross. Hear now a word of the Lord from Matthew 27. Then the soldiers of the governor took Jesus into the governor's headquarters, and they gathered the whole cohort around him. They stripped him and put a scarlet robe on him. And after twisting some thorns into a crown, they put it on his head. They put a reed in his right hand and knelt before him and mocked him, saying, "Hail, King of the Jews!" They spat on him and took the reed and struck him on the head. After mocking him, they stripped him of the robe and put his own clothes on him. Then they led him away to crucify him. As they went out, they came upon a man from Cyrene named Simon. They compelled this man to carry his cross, and when they came to a place called Golgotha, which means place of a skull, they offered him wine to drink mixed with gall. But when he tasted it, he would not drink it. And when they had crucified him, they divided his clothes among themselves by casting lots. Then they sat down there and kept watch over him. Over his head they put the charge against him, which read, "This is Jesus, the King of the Jews." Then 2 bandits were crucified with him, one on his right and one on his left. Those who passed by derided him, shaking their heads and saying, "You who would destroy the temple and build it in 3 days, save yourself. If you are the Son of God, come down from the cross." In the same way, the chief priests also, along with the scribes and elders, were mocking him, saying, "He saved others. He cannot save himself. He is the King of Israel. Let him come down from the cross now, and we will believe in him. He trusts in God. Let God deliver him now if he wants to, for he said, 'I am God's son.'" The bandits who were crucified with him also taunted him in the same way. From noon on, darkness came over the whole land until 3 p.m. And about 3 o'clock, Jesus cried with a loud voice, my God, why have you forsaken me?" When some of the bystanders heard it, they said, "This man is calling for Elijah." At once, one of them ran and got a sponge, filled it with sour wine, put it on a stick, and gave it to him to drink. But the others said, "Wait, let us see whether Elijah will come to save him." Then Jesus cried again with a loud voice and breathed his last. At that moment, the curtain of the temple was torn in two, from top to bottom. The earth shook, and the rocks were split. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. As you journey through this Good Friday, would you consider, would you take an intentional moment to pause and consider the sacrifice that Jesus made for you? Jesus endured physical, mental, and emotional abuse. He endured the cross for you. And he thought of you when he did it. By doing so, he paid the debt that we owed. He reconciled us to God, washed us as white as snow, and opened up the door for eternal life for us. Sometime today, would you take an intentional moment to pause and consider the sacrifice he made for you? Grace and peace, and we look forward to seeing you on Easter Sunday at 10 a.m.